Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for streaming with us on this Peak of the Week Wednesday morning. We're right here at the Peak, and it's all downhill from here.
I hope it is, Matthew. This week has been...
It's been something else.
Something.
And this weekend is going to be something else. Well, later this week in the way of weather, we're talking some big old changes. Like I said yesterday, it's going to be all over the place in the way of temperatures. That's kind of my signification of the temperatures. It truly is. I mean, it's all over the place. There's something for everyone. Today is going to be one of those middays, you know.
Are you okay?
Something went up my nose. I'm sorry.
Are we streaming? Let's confirm that. Okay, good. Because sometimes we haven't been lately. Oh, now he's taking a drink of this. Okay, anyway, yes, today is going to be like a nice...
I'm better.
Mid-April, not a mid-April, end of April day, right on par with where we should be for this time of year.
That's good.
Mid-80s, for us at least. Some areas still looking into the 90s, I'm sorry. But... then we see those big changes on the way over the next few days. Like you mentioned on Friday, only a 6-degree difference between the low temperature in the morning to the high temperature in the afternoon and evening. They usually hit the high about 6 p.m., give or take. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But like I've mentioned, at least the past couple of days, it is very not necessarily conditional, but depends on how much rain we get, because then that rain kind of helps to keep the ground saturated, kind of keep those temperatures down, plus the increased cloud cover. So let's see how much rain we get, because we've had those times where we're like, oh yeah, it's going to be 20 degrees cooler. We don't get as much rain, so it stays a little bit warmer. So we'll have to see how it's looking.
Ignore your phone's weather app this morning. It says it's raining outside. It's not raining outside. It's just that type of conditions where the radar outside is maybe signifying or indicating some rainfall. It turns out it's just some scatter in the air, some moisture that's kind of lingering.
Our First Alert 7 app says it's currently raining. Yes, it is lying. I promise you it is not raining here. Let's go to the iCam at Odessa to confirm this. Ready? And poof. There you go.
So that's how you do. You say poof.
It's
just raining. One of those like conditions outside where the phones conditions match up where it'll say it's raining. It's actually not.
So basically, to explain it, radar looks like it's raining because yes, there's moisture in the atmosphere. There's some like radar scatter that it's picking up on. So like your phone or the app or whatever thinks it's raining because the radar shows that there's something there, but it's not actually raining.
Good to know there.
So I promise you it is not. I mean, maybe some sprinkles. But I doubt that even at this point.
A lot of it's not reaching the ground if there is some moisture.
It's not reaching the ground.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for streaming with us. Like I mentioned, I got my throat nice and warm with that tea. Thank you very much to Lauren for bringing us some drinks.
Oh, we have a fancy poll today.
Oh, good. We're excited to get to that. Excited. Oh.
It's a slider.
Oh, some features coming up. Download our app. Take us with you wherever you go. You can start your mornings with us from 5 to 7 and then 7 to 9 here on Wake Up West Texas Extra on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Now we can get to firstalert7.com/vote. So scan the QR code as well right here on Extra Trivia of the Hour. This is a new feature that our producer's trying out. How much percent of DNA do humans and orangutans have in common? The average is going to be showing up on your screen. I believe I know the answer to this because I've taken biology.
Okay, however, there are only like certain like percentages you can choose. You can choose 14, you can choose 27, 31, 46, 50.
So they're multiple
62, 73, 88, or 90.
So it's even easier for you because then you can just go through and pick because one of those on the slider is the correct answer. There's several of them. It's the one you probably think, or maybe it's the one you don't think. I don't know. I think I know the answer, but the audience average right now at 88% of the vote of DNA shared between us and orangutans.
Is it only showing the one question?
It is, yes. Okay. Probably whenever we move, it'll go.
I don't know. It's been showing only one question lately, and it's been showing the question that we've been on. So
it should maybe when we go to the next question.
Like a change that happened.
Which is our poll question of the morning. There it goes. It changed. What is your favorite shape of Reese's candy? Tree Reese's, cup Reese's, egg Reese's, or Reese's Pieces? Lots of Reese's. Some people say Reese's. If you're one of those folks, please let me know in the comment section below. Just because I want to know. I'm not going to say, just it's your opinion. Just like caramel.
Huh?
The correct way to say it.
What do you say? I do. I say Reese's. At least I
That's
do.
fine.
For, like,
I'm not going to
Pieces,
judge you. That's fine.
But yeah, like
Reese's.
No, I say like Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah.
Okay. Reese's. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say Reese's. I don't either.
Well, thanks,
but that's
Lauren.
okay.
Sorry.
I don't. It's fine. It's fine.
My cousin, I have a cousin named Reese.
It says
and
judgment-free extra zone.
And so I like to say Reese's.
Reese's. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, that's Reese's.
What's your favorite shape, Sawyer? Mine's not on here. Mine is definitely the football.
But the football and the egg are basically the same.
That's true. That's true. Yep. The egg. You get a bunch of big, like peanut butter in it.
Well, my option is not up here. I don't like any of these.
That's true. You don't like peanut butter.
Well, that's a lie. I chose Reese's Pieces because Matthew's laughing.
That's a good name.
Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces. Yeah, I like that.
I thought it was judgment.
No, it is. Oh, no,
He's
it is
judging me.
judgment. No, I'm not. It's not. It's extra unjudgment.
But out of these, like, ideally I would choose nothing, but I do like a good Reese's Pieces sometimes.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's delicious. Why not? Let us know what you think. Go to first47.com/vote. Scan the QR code or comment below. Our next poll question this morning is on your screen now. What is your go-to order at Olive Garden? That's random.
No, it's not. I literally told him to put this poll question in.
Oh, interesting. So it's random for me.
We went to Olive Garden yesterday, i.e. some of the crew, and our producer worked there. And so he was like, I can judge you based off of your order.
That makes sense.
And then I thought of this last night, and then I told him about it this morning.
Robert's going with the cup of Reese's. The classic cup.
the
You can't
OG.
beat that. You can't beat that,
OG.
Robert. Thank you very much for letting us know. I'm curious, Robert, while you're here, do you have a go-to Olive Garden order? Are you an Italian guy? My family will not. We do not eat it. I don't know. They don't like Italian food. I love Italian food. It's probably one of my favorites.
Italian food?
No, they're not into
Like,
it.
they don't like
eat
pasta?
it. Yeah, they're not
Or-
into pasta.
Never
None of
be
them
me.
are.
I love
My dad
pasta.
dislikes it, actually. Like, he just does not like it. It's very unusual, but I love it. I really enjoy it. I mean, it was partially my idea to go to the Olive Garden yesterday, and I enjoy it so much. I'm going to probably go with, out of this, I like seafood, so probably a shrimp scampi.
You did get shrimp yesterday.
I did. I threw some shrimp. Yeah.
Was it really $5 extra? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's very good. I did enjoy it. Tour of Italy looked good. I thought that was a lasagna, chicken parm. I do not like chicken parm.
You don't?
I don't like chicken.
Oh.
I don't eat chicken.
I knew that.
Not a chicken guy. Maybe some nuggies every once in a while. But that's about it. Let us know what your order is, though. What's
Did
your
Robert let us
Sawyer?
know?
I'm a spaghetti and meatballs type. Sure, Robert. Yeah, that's absolutely.
Classic.
Y'all remember Carino's? Johnny Carino's? Y'all remember that? Big old meatball.
I don't know if I've
This
ever
was.
been there.
It may have been here briefly when you started.
No, Johnny Cruz has been closed.
Has it been gone? My time frames are off, y'all.
He has.
I
no
can't remember
idea.
when Sawyer
Has he?
started. I think
He's
Sawyer's
like,
been here
He thinks
10
I've been
years.
here for they're like 10 years. It's been like
I'm right about
3,
that.
but thank you. I chose chicken Alfredo. I love a good fettuccine Alfredo forever and ever and ever. The one at Olive Garden is good because the chicken is like breaded like
Oh.
a good way, and I like that one. Their
Very
Alfredo
nice.
is really good. I got the like eat one and then take one, and I got an Alfredo, not the chicken Alfredo, but I got an Alfredo. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna save it. No, I literally ate it all for dinner.
Delicious. I love a shrimp Alfredo
It was
as well.
so good. So
Very nice.
thank you, Carlos, for adding that.
Yes, thank you very much. Our next poll question this morning that we want you to weigh in on is, let me read it here. Who do you think has the most clutter on their computer, including tabs, windows, games, etc.? Please let me know what you think about this. Please let me know. I'm ready to go. It's not what you think. I already know the answer to this, by the way. By and large, 100
changing,
times
yeah.
over, I know who it is.
I changed my answer.
We all
Yeah.
agree, too, it looks like. Lauren has insane amount of tabs open. I am a massive tech nerd.
You
like
have a
full
ton
in.
of tabs open.
I don't.
too.
I'm a very
Yeah,
tab
you do.
organized man.
I mean, you're organized, but it's still.
I always
a lot.
have only 4 to 5 tabs open at a
No idea
time.
how many I have.
She has like 40.
This is why your computer crashes.
Her RAM is just like, woo.
And why you can't push videos.
Belinda, so
I have so many tabs on like more than one. Like I have
More than
like,
one browser window.
5 like browser windows and like 50.
that's what I'm saying. Sorry, I only have like 5 open at a time. It's NewsPath, News Source, Facebook, the website, and an email.
So Pierce
can
or
name
Doug,
them.
if you're watching, please come yell at her because this sounds horrendous for her computer.
I've
It
gotten
is.
better at like turning them off at the end of the day.
I was gonna say,
Which
she also
that's all
doesn't
you need
turn
to
off
do,
her
yes.
computer
I have
either.
gotten better at that.
Yeah, that's the most important thing to do is turn off your computer, let the RAM rest.
By the end of the day, like I start my day with maybe like 3 tabs, and by the end of it, there's like
Our tiny RAM sticks in our computers are like screaming for dear
My
help.
personal
Goodness
computer, you don't
gracious.
wanna know.
Lauren, I am concerned for you, girlfriend.
So Belinda's chiming in this morning, y'all. Good morning, Belinda.
Good morning, Belinda.
Good to have you here. She's saying Alfredo,
Love Alfredo.
and she's guessing Lauren, and you are
Yes,
guessing
it is
correctly.
100% Lauren.
Oh, yes.
I changed my answer from Matthew to Lauren because
Jacob is, I've seen him, he's very conservative with
I
his
was gonna
tabs.
say,
He
he's very
keeps one at a time.
He's very tidy.
Yeah.
I have a lot open. I mean, not anywhere near Lauren's. I have like
Some people are, though, close to you, Lauren. You're not the only one.
8.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he never shuts off his computer either. Anyway, I have like 8, but they're all like weather forecasting sites. So it's like relevant.
But you're watching things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
exactly.
like looking
Sure.
at them, switching through them. It's not just like they're there and they're there to be
I'm
there.
doing a lot of things. I have.
You are. You're doing, and
She also concerns me in our video editing app because she has like so many things on one timeline. It's like 4 different stories on one different timeline.
That's interesting.
And I'm like, Lauren,
I've never noticed that.
please-
Not one time.
Not one timeline, but it's one
Oh, in one
project.
project.
Yes.
I have
She's like 4
usually
different
have, like,
timelines in a project.
Several, because I'm working on several projects at a time.
That's true. I guess
And
if,
so I
I
don't-
open one per day, but if you're
Yeah.
doing things multi-day, I guess
I
you,
was gonna say I'm doing things multi-day, and I
don't know what I would do.
I don't have the ability to like close a project every single time I have a new story, because sometimes I'm working on like 2 stories a day. Or 2
That's
stories
true.
a day, and so I don't have time. to,
That's
like, close
true.
them. So I
I don't know. That
typically
scares
have-
me.
That's a lot. That is, yeah.
I do typically
That's a
have
lot.
of them.
Well, good to know. I'd like to see people's browsing habits, not those kind of habits, but like, like how you manage your tabs and things like that. Let us know what
I mean,
you think.
that would be interesting too, but
I'm
a
just
little
busy girl.
concerning.
I don't.
You are busy. I will agree with that
Was
for
this
sure.
our last one, Carlos? Because now we can't see all of them at a time.
That was the last one? Okay. Well, thank you very much. We're glad to have West Texas weigh in. Are you good with your browsing tabs? That is a great question because I've seen so many folks, the workflow is so different compared to, I am a max efficiency man. And so everything I have has like purposeful, intentional,
I have OCD, so
and sure, I kind of go in that direction too of
so
keeping
I like
things clean.
my order of things. Like I'm
Right.
very like routine. I like come in every morning and I literally open
The same.
1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6. Then I sit down and do my forecast, get everything together. Then I'm like, okay, now it's the web article time. Now that I'll put that, then I'll shuffle them to like where they're like our gray, like portal is the far left one. Then I'll put the web article in the video center, and then I'll have Facebook for socials, and then I'll have my forecasting stuff. It's very neat and organized, and it has to be that way, like every single day.
I'm the same way, exactly.
Yes.
I have my order of things. I have my favorites bar. So yes, browsing is very important in our business, so we have to be very mindful of where we're putting things. Especially our computers are not the most strongest, so you have to be mindful of the RAM as well. So very important to keep in mind as well, especially because Chrome, we use a lot of Chrome, and that just eats
It
up
does.
RAM.
It eats
It
up.
makes your computer bog down quite a bit. So
That really does when you have 5 Chrome tabs.
especially when you have 5 windows open, especially. Yes, exactly. Well, let us know what you think. Let's take a live look outside once again over the skies this morning
Of Odessa.
of Odessa. Looking pretty good out there this morning. Not too bad. There's no rainfall, of course, outside this morning, but it's a beautiful start to the day. Even over the plateau of Fort Stockton, looking nice out there. Some overcast skies.
It looks
Blue.
gloomy.
A little gloomy, yeah.
It honestly looks a little less gloomy than this iCam that I was looking at. Here's Pecos. Pecos looks gloomy as well. Let me look. And there's dust.
Is that dust, or
Haboob! Just kidding, it's not a haboob. But
is that actual dust on the horizon?
yes.
Is there wind coming?
Yes.
Well,
Cold
boy.
front, yes.
Oh, that's right. I did see it on radar scope when I was up overnight, coming from the northeast.
Yeah.
That's right. It is the front pushing on through.
Intriguing.
Beautiful start to the day. Not looking too bad out there.
Ow,
Oh,
sorry.
you're getting
I
up to
had
take a
get up.
closer look.
I'm blind, okay?
Are you sure that's not the sun?
No, it's definitely dust.
So there is a front pushing through. That would make sense. Should be in about that area by now, right? Trans-Pecos region. Fascinating stuff.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm
Okay.
gonna check our winds.
That you're going to zoom in. Can't really see dust on the
no.
camera. So you're going to look at our winds. You can go to max 1.
Well, those are the wind gusts.
Definitely getting there. It's starting to kick up here shortly. You can tell it's not too bad out there right now. Looking at a pretty good gust out of Big Spring already. My goodness. A little gusty and dusty in
Those are
portions of the
actual
area.
Winds. So winds.
So it's getting
Right
there.
now it says calm in Pecos, but I mean that dust was still off, and we're at about 20 miles per hour here. My weather graphics are glitching out. I don't like it. In Odessa. So
Okay, so it's getting closer. It's pushing on through. That's that northeast wind right there, east
here's
northeast.
the visibilities.
Bringing in the cooler conditions for today.
Well, it says 10.
Not too bad. Looking good so far. Not too much dust, but definitely a possibility those higher profile vehicles are going to have to watch out on the interstate today.
I mean, I guess
as they
it
head
could be
out.
the sun, but I'm like 99% sure it's dust. Let's do a
There's definitely going to be some dust out there for sure.
swappy. Oh no, it's the sun.
I was gonna say it.
Oh, it is the sun. Okay.
Sunrise.
Oh, there we go. We're moving now. There we go. Oh, it's very yellow underneath.
Here you go.
Sorry for the internet connection on this.
Yes, 'tis slow.
A little slow out there. We can go back to iCam full.
There you go. Thank you.
There we go. Smoothed out a little bit. It runs a little slower in the Max system, so this is a smoother look out there. Beautiful day over on Interstate 20. This is at the La Quinta there along the interstate there past the McDonald's. Look at that sunrise underway.
Pretty.
Very pretty indeed. We're going to leave you with these images now as we head off to a quick break. We're going to come back, talk about a few stories that we want to interest you in, but also a look at today in weather history. We'll have a look at that. Coming up next on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
In the span of about 3 hours and 15 minutes in the afternoon of April 29, 2017, 10 tornadoes touched down in East Texas, with 7 of the tornadoes spending at least part of their time on the ground in Van Zandt County. The outbreak started off with 2 weak EF0 tornadoes, but it ramped up drastically from there. The next tornado touched down near Eustis at just before 5:30 and grew into a mile-wide EF4 with winds of 180 miles an hour. This monster tornado killed 2 people and injured 25 before lifting just west of Canton after nearly 45 minutes on the ground. While that tornado was still on the ground, Another storm produced a tornado about a mile and a half east of where the West Canton tornado had touched down. This tornado grew to EF2 strength before the storm cycled, the tornado lifted, and another tornado touched down about 3 minutes later. This tornado grew to a nearly mile-wide EF3 and was on the ground for just shy of an hour and a half, leaving another 2 people dead and a trail of destruction through Van Zant and Rains counties. A number of EF0 tornadoes touched down at different points within the cluster of storms, as well as 2 EF1s that were a little further apart. This number of tornadoes this close to each other is highly unusual and led to some confusion about how many tornadoes actually touched down. But through 2025 surveys and reanalysis, the number of tornadoes appears to be 10.
Eggplant Parmesan. That is what Tiffany McElroy likes at Olive Garden. I know that was very off.
Hello, that was very
Sorry,
random.
I just thought that would be random.
You were just shouting out eggplant parmesan.
My dear friend got one yesterday, and it looked very interesting.
How was it? It was very good.
This thing is very
That's
good.
what they said. I'm sad. I wanted another soup.
I should have.
I should have gotten another soup.
You should have done
I
it.
order at Olive Garden is
The minestrone.
No, not the minestrone.
It's minestrone.
I love saying that just to trigger people.
Stop
No,
it.
you get the unlimited soup, and you can switch up your soup. So you get the zeppa toscana first.
I love the zuppa
Then you get the minestrone. Then you go back to the zeppa toscana.
Let me tell you, that friend and I, we ate way too much salad and breadsticks because we didn't.
How many breadsticks? Like 3 breadsticks?
Each of us?
did you
Yeah,
have?
probably like 3, right?
I had 2.
And then we dug into our salad as best we could.
Yeah, and then I had soup, and then I may or may not have eaten some of their salad, even though I didn't get salad, but I just
They
put it
bring
in
the whole bowl.
And you know what? I'm going to blast them this morning because I'm going to. We got the salad, or they got the salad. They don't know how to use salad tongs, like the
I
tosser
knew it.
that it comes
I knew
with.
she was going to say that.
Literally,
It was like very difficult.
they were both struggling so bad. Sawyer took it,
I had to like.
tossed it completely perfectly, and they were very impressed. It was
hard.
This isn't even my salad, but you're welcome, everybody.
It was delicious, by the way. So that was really, really good.
Matthew just like acted like he'd never used them before. It's fine.
It was like there was the 2. It's usually 2 separate tools.
No.
This one's like a scissors, like pair of scissors.
Yeah, it's literally tongs.
Very weird.
Anyway, sorry,
Not a
I
fan.
had to let them know. About
Delicious,
your
though.
Funniness. Okay.
Let's turn now to UT Permian Basin, who's launching a new course in artificial intelligence.
First Alert 7's Luke Johnson tells us how it's designed to meet a growing workforce demand in AI and machine learning as well.
Combining computer science fundamentals with hands-on learning, it's a step in the right direction to prepare students in their career paths, as well as break the stigma of AI in education.
When AI was evolving, I was against using of it because just thinking that it would reduce my creativity. But eventually I realized AI is just to increase the productivity of the people when used in a good way. I mean, when you're honest to it for the use, it's going to increase your productivity.
University leaders say adding AI into the curriculum goes far beyond just hammering out the technical skills.
Teaching AI comes with a 3-pronged approach. One is not just to tell them how to use it technically. It also teach them how to use ethically, morally, and how can we take advantage of the AI to gain more knowledge. Instead of AI taking us advantage, why don't we take AI advantage for us?
AI is already being used across multiple fields at UTPB, from graphic design students creating 3D models to helping comp sci students understand complex coding lines. Yadav says it's time to stop fighting AI.
Rather than creating kind of rivalry with the AI, it's better we adapt to it, learn the proper ethical use of it, and we just move with the flow. And we could just look positive ways to get the best out of it.
The AI track launches this fall, with university leaders saying the curriculum will evolve as the technology does. Reporting in Odessa, Luke Johnson, First Alert 7 News.
We're going to take a quick break now for our First Alert 7 news and weather update for our TV viewers on Channel 7. Sawyer and I will be back in just a moment with a check of your First Alert 7 forecast, which has a lot of changes coming up, but also some look at your news headlines as well. We'll also have more Wake Up West Texas Extra in just a moment. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Morning, everyone. Time now is 7:26. Good to have you with us here on First Alert 7. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McElroy. Sawyer, how's it looking outside today?
Yeah, we are starting off the day with some breezy conditions and a little bit cooler as a cold front does pass through the area. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Conditions will be cooling down with rain and storm chances continuing or returning to the forecast and then continuing into the weekend, with conditions drying out and warming up for next week. Here's a live look outside over the skies of Pecos this morning. Beautiful sunrise out there, but as you can see, hanging on to a great deal of cloud cover. Temperatures ranging anywhere from the 50s to the upper 70s, 62 in Midland, 65 here in Odessa. Winds anywhere from being calm to about 20 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day with a great deal of cloud cover, but quiet conditions. Temperatures through the day are still going to range anywhere from the 70s to the 90s. 84 for Midland and Odessa today, 90 for Pecos, 88 for Fort Stockton, 98 for Presidio, and winds through the day anywhere from about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And we do have the chance for some sub-severe thunderstorms for these areas in light green, isolated strong severe thunderstorms for those areas in dark green, for those far southeastern portions of the region where large hail, strong winds will be possible. Coming up tonight, mostly cloudy skies with the chances for rain. Still not terribly impressive just yet, but we do have some rain chances. Lows into the 50s, 60s, and even a few 70s once again as we head into our Thursday. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we are going to continue to see those rain chances increasing into Thursday and especially by Friday, with increased, like I said, rain chances and much cooler temperatures on the way, especially by Friday, about 25 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Conditions will dry out for the weekend, but still see cooler temperatures before warming up as we head into the new week.
Let's begin with your first alert now as the city of Alpine has moved it to stage 3 of its water conservation and drought plan. They are calling it severe water shortage conditions right now as water supply goes down, and demand goes up. City leaders say the goal is to cut daily water use by about 20%. Here's what that means for you. Outdoor watering is limited to handheld hoses or watering cans only during the hours of 6 to 8 a.m. and 8 to 10 p.m. Sprinklers and automatic irrigation systems are not permitted any longer. Washing driveways or sidewalks is also off limits, and so is filling or refilling swimming pools. If you're washing a vehicle, the city says that can only happen at a commercial car wash and only between the hours of noon and 5 p.m. These restrictions are mandatory, and people could be fined of up to $500 if they are found in violation. The city of Alpine says they will continue providing updates as the conditions continue to change. In the meantime, we'll be back in another half an hour right here on First Alert 7, so stay with us here. But join us also on Wake Up West Texas Extra, streaming live right now on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, and our mobile news app. Have a great day.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Morning, everyone. Good to have you with us here on this Wednesday morning. We're at the peak of the week. Going to go downhill from here, heading into the weekend in a good way.
Yes.
Because especially we're going to be getting some rainfall, as you saw a while ago in our First Alert forecast. Going to be nice changes coming our way, but also much cooler temperatures. Starting off the month of May in the 50s, that is something we haven't seen in quite some time, at least in, several decades.
Yeah, we looked it up, I looked it up earlier during Wake Up West Texas. The coldest high temperature for May 1st, 52 degrees, set back in 1966.
Wow.
Very, very chilly. Our forecast is at 58. Of course, that is, relatively conditional depending on how much rain we get on Friday. But even the models, like the range for Thursday is anywhere from like 62 to 80s. Okay, maybe not 80, but like 78.
Uh-huh. It's
Fridays
a wide range.
is like a 5-degree difference between
Wow.
the highest number and the lowest number. That's
So
big.
good confidence we're going to see that significant drop in temperatures, and also, 60 years almost to the day essentially by the time of that record. So
Yes.
exactly 60 years this year. Pretty
Crazy.
interesting there for sure. All right, well, we do appreciate you joining us. We're going to discuss now consumer news now. More of you are now using artificial intelligence these days, AI, as a secret weapon to save money when negotiating a price.
And this Watching Your Wallet consumer investigator Rachel DePompa finds out how people are doing it.
A lot more people are starting to use AI to level the playing field when it comes to negotiating a price. Whether it's your rent or salary, haggling over car prices, and even subscription fees. We caught up with Andres Alvarez, managing partner of Shapiro Negotiations Institute. He says AI is a great tool to help you research and be prepared.
You can ask, hey, I'm looking for this job or this type of home in this area, and what are all the comparables? And it can do a lot of the research for you. So that's the good, but it's important to have the one caveat, which is you got to check its work. So we're still at a place where there's a few hallucinations. So you don't want to anchor your entire negotiation just on one precedent that AI spit out without you checking that source.
He says AI is best for brainstorming. Your questions could be, what are 5 different ways I could frame this? Or how would I write an email? Give me 2 or 3 different options. It could also help you come up with the negotiables.
Let's say you're negotiating a salary or compensation for your job. Well, oftentimes we're thinking only about the salary component, and we're not thinking about the paid time off, remote work, title, what expenses are covered, parking spots, it could be anything, right? And so how much 401k matching, all of these things. And so if you kind of have it give you a brainstorming list of things you can negotiate, sometimes you'll find some things you hadn't thought about.
He says you can even practice coming up with answers to pushback you might receive, or it can help you recognize delay tactics. Alvarez says AI doesn't replace negotiations, it just strengthens your skills. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Morning, one time now is 7:38. Good to have you with us on this Wednesday, peak of the week.
What was that face for?
Oh, just a comment in my ear. It's very unfortunate. Goodness gracious. Let's go to West Texas Weighs In, our trivia of the hour, which is a new technology we're using, where we can get you to put in an exact number, if you will.
Oh, it deleted mine, though, from the
Oh, did
last
it?
hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Interesting.
Because I did it last hour and it's gone.
Did you hear that?
Nico, that's not nice.
Let's see.
How did you do that?
Oh, mine did too. Mine went away. Okay. So the average audience right now is saying 73% of us, our DNA is shared with orangutans, which is fascinating stuff. But we'll see what the answer is coming up in a little less than 20 minutes with meteorologist Sawyer McElroy, who knows the answer.
Well, no, I don't.
At least shortly you will, when our producer gives you the answer. So let us know what you think. You can go to firstalert7.com/vote. You can slide that slider over, and there are set points on it that our producer put in. One of those is the correct answer. Feel free to comment as well what your thoughts are on it. I love that picture he put as well. Pretty neat to see. These orangutans are so smart. We saw one today, which
It'll
I believe...
be like in 2 minutes.
Yes,
if we
okay.
continue talking.
That's true. Let's get into that in just a moment. Our next poll question this morning, we want to know, what is your favorite shape of the candy Reese's? You know, the peanut butter cups. The cup itself, tree, egg, the Reese's Pieces. We want to know what you think.
Oh, mine isn't showing anything. That's fun.
Sawyer is Reese's Pieces.
It is. If I have to have a Reese's product, I'm not a big fan of peanut butter, so I don't like really any of these.
Sure.
But I do tear up a packet of Reese's Pieces.
They're delicious. They're like little M&Ms.
Yeah,
right?
they're like, I love it, M&Ms. Regular M&Ms. I don't like peanut M&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
But regular M&Ms I love. Like Jail sometimes brings them in. I like grab all of them. So if any of you are watching from the evening crew, I'm sorry.
You're like, I'm the one who's
M&Ms are
eating
gone
it.
because it's me. But I do like Reese's Pieces sometimes, for sure.
Very nice. All right. When 50% of people saying the tree one, I'm trying to remember, is that the Christmas tree?
Yes.
Okay. I like the football / egg one. That's my favorite go-to one. So I do enjoy that for sure. Our next poll question, what is your go-to order at the Olive Garden? There's many different options. This is many others that you can let us know. Comment below as well. Belinda says the gnocchi soup is great.
That's what I got yesterday. That's my favorite soup there. I do like the zuppa toscana as well because that has like Italian sausage, potato, and spinach in it. But I'm always going to go for the gnocchi because it's so creamy. It's like cream based, and then it has the gnocchi, which is like, it's like a potato. I mean, it's not a potato, but it's, it's like a potato.
It's hearty.
Base thing, and then it has the chicken, which is really good. I had like a gigantic stalk of like celery in it though yesterday because there's like little
chopped
cut celery in
veggies.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was like a huge thing, and I was like, "What is this?" And like Matthew was like, "I don't know."
I really couldn't tell.
Our
I was like,
director was "I don't know." I was like, "Wait, it's celery." Yeah,
We
I thought
did
it was
enjoy
like
our
something
visit.
not good, but yes.
Right now in the lead is chicken Alfredo with over half of the vote. Chicken Alfredo is a classic for sure. The
Love
cheese
chicken Alfredo.
sauce. Love an Alfredo. I like a shrimp Alfredo. I chose shrimp scampi. I love seafood and Italian food. I believe they are 1 in 1. Might also, we have some excellent local Italian restaurants, by the way, as well, compared to chain restaurants. I'm thinking of Ray's. I'm thinking of Luigi's. I'm thinking of Mi Piace. I'm thinking of all those local places that we have. Excellent local places. Let us know if you like a local restaurant as well, because Sawyer and I, along with our team, are taking Rex all the time.
Yes,
we
love
know
to
we
go
are.
get food
We do.
together.
We do enjoy it.
We're all friends.
Our next one, who do you think has the most clutter on their computer, including tabs, windows,
Lord.
games? We certainly don't have games here. We're at work. We don't play games on the computer.
100%. Every single person has voted.
But not everyone's chose Lauren because, well, she also shared her story, so it makes sense. But I have to, I agree. I mean, out of the 4 of these people, I don't know if she's the most in the newsroom, the most cluttered. Probably. But probably, you're close with some other folks I
I
know.
was going to say there are a few, but I still think that mine are worse.
Are pretty bad, yes. Your computer's just screaming, help, help. The RAM, it's
Yeah,
gone.
You can hear it from across the newsroom, like the motor.
The fly.
And you're like, are you okay?
But no, I mean, I'm very particular with my way I use my browser. It's all purposeful, intentional, and for efficiency. Jacob probably has his same way. I don't pay much attention to him because he's got his own little area. But he's usually pretty good. I mean, when I do see it, it's not a whole lot. Sawyer has her own routine as well in the way of tabs. You know what to go to. You know what you're doing. So, and I close things out. If I search something, I close it out. If I search something, I close it out. So one of the things pretty important, especially with certain browsers that eat up your RAM for sure. If you don't know what RAM is, it's part of the memory inside of the computer that allows it to run smoothly. And so if it's all full, it does not run as smooth. That's why you experience a slower computer, just so you know. But also, take us with you wherever you go. Download our app on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. You can join us every weekday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. after joining us on Wake Up West Texas on your TV from 5 to 7 a.m. As we take a live look outside this morning over the skies of Odessa. Sun has risen over the area. Some cloud cover overhead, and boy, it's feeling pretty nice out there this morning. Not too bad at all. It's going to be about 65 outside at the airport, so can't beat that. Pretty nice. Definitely cooler than it was yesterday, even if it was just by a few degrees. It's still nice.
Well, I mean, even when we came into work this morning, it was still like low 70s.
Yes,
and
it was.
It has dropped decently in like 4 hours, give or take. So, you know, and usually we don't see that big of a drop in temperatures, and just continue to cool down this morning. So a nice start to the day, even seeing some peaks of sunshine here in Odessa, but still seeing a lot of cloud cover as well. I mean, maybe you were singing. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that live look, Sawyer. Let's turn now to that orangutan we were talking about earlier. Look at this. Conservationists are celebrating the Sumatran orangutan's crossing in a bridge in Indonesia. But why? Well, a road below the bridge was built and it split the orangutan community directly in half.
That's not nice.
Officials, no, it's not. Officials were worried that this would actually cause them to not survive if the two groups became separated. Well, this recent crossing caught on camera offers optimism that the apes will once again reconnect. And I hope so. That's kind of feels like a movie. Mm-hmm. You know, all this construction comes through, and it probably has been the plot of several movies, but they're smart enough to be able to kind of overcome this obstacle and persevere. So I think this is going to go well. If you're already seeing one Sumatran orangutan cross the bridge there.
You mentioned a movie, and I had to think about that. It's not anywhere near orangutans, nor is it fully like this. But you know, in Cars,
that's what I was thinking. The interstate.
Springs
I thought the same
cut
thing.
Off because the interstate gets built, and then they get forgotten.
Same concept.
I was gonna say, like, it's dumb that I'm thinking of.
It's more of a diversion more than a split, but same concept kind of there.
Concept.
It affects people's animals' ecosystems, but also, you know, that's human development for you. You know, sometimes it can be bad. It doesn't work out very well. So glad to see the Sumatran orangutan is smart enough to do that. We'll see how much DNA we share with them coming up a little bit later with Sawyer. Let's turn now to a 70-foot-long steel fire-breathing dragon that now sits in the front of the newly built Delshire Resort in Wisconsin Dells. The structure is being called the world's largest steel fabricated dragon. That gigantic piece weighs around more than 22,000 pounds and had to be shipped from Las Vegas by 3 large trucks. Yesterday, crews were in the final stages of putting the dragon together. The sculptor said he spent 20 months building the creature itself, and boy, look at the attention to detail on that. He really outdid himself. That is a massive structure there. Look at the wings being put on to that dragon. I have to say, I really enjoy that. I was mentioning earlier and drawing some comparisons to the giant figure outside of the Denver International Airport. It's a horse, an evil horse.
Not anywhere near Lucifer's things.
Interesting.
Also, I love that, and I wanted to tell you this when we were in break earlier, that like this makes you think of Lucifer because A, you've never been to DAA.
Right.
You've never seen Lucifer in person.
No.
I've shown you, I think, pictures, or you've seen pictures.
Yeah, I've seen him for years, yes.
And C, Lucifer is a horse.
Right.
Not a dragon.
I guess more of the figure, it being the way it's positioned.
Possibly.
They're both evil figures, kind of a thing. Dragon's very evil, so that's what I was imagining. Especially with the red eyes, it reminds me of that blue Mustang in the front of Denver International with the red eyes.
Here we go.
Definitely questionable art there at Denver International, already under some deep allegations on social media of being full of conspiracies. But this place is interesting. Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. Not too bad at all, but definitely an interesting way to catch travelers' attention for sure. Look at those feet. Massive.
I told our director, who likes some fantasy stuff along with me, A, we need to go to
Medieval Times,
which we need to do as a crew because we can do that for a weekend. And 2,
eat with your hands.
That's a good idea.
Get the Mediterranean.
And number 2, we want to go to a castle over in France, but that's kind of unattainable, so we're going to go to Delshire instead because that's a little bit more attainable.
Delshire, as in
this
Wisconsin Dells.
Yes,
okay.
It's the Delshire. But the Wisconsin Dells is an amusement park. They have water park as well. Like, they have a really cool water park. So
That sounds cool. Okay, well, that's definitely more attainable. If you are planning to do so, and you're going to, say, leave from Midland, Odessa and drive all the way there, it's a 19-hour drive
We're not
at
driving.
1,300 miles.
Ew.
What a road trip that would be, for sure.
Gross.
So this Dragon, luckily, is safe and far away from West Texas. We've still got a lot more to come this morning on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Thank you for streaming with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Extra, good morning to you. Good to have you with us. Sorry if I scared you on the stream there. I tend to do that when I scream extra.
Oh, you did do extra. I didn't notice that, quite honestly, this morning.
The extra, yes, I sure did.
I'm trying to do something and
Good.
it's not letting me do it.
Good to have you with us this morning. We're streaming with us here on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our news app, and website, firstalert7.com. We're at the peak of the week. We're getting into the weekend. We're about 4 minutes out or so from our First Alert 7 news and weather update for our TV viewers on Channel 7. Until we get there, we want to go back to our extra trivia of the hour, which is how much percent of DNA do humans and orangutans share and have in common? The average right now is 73%. Definitely an interesting guess. Sawyer's going to let us know what the answer is in less than 10 minutes now here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. She has the answer in hand. I'm curious to see what it is. I went with the full max out number.
I did too. I went with 97.
Because I do think, I think
It
it's
is very, very high.
high. Yeah, it has to be, right? And so that's my thought process on it as well, Sawyer. So let us know what you think the answer would be. You can also comment below. Maybe there's some reasoning behind your answer. We would love to hear it. Next, we want to know what your favorite shape of candy is in regards to Reese's. The tree Reese's, the cup, egg, Reese's Pieces. Let us know what you think. Sawyer and I Well, you chose a cup.
Reese's Pieces.
Oh, Pieces, excuse me. That's right. Yeah, Reese's Pieces. I chose the egg / football / anything that's really thick. I like the not big amount of peanut butter.
Nerd.
They have such good peanut butter flavor. It's nice and salty. So that's my choice. The cup Reese's, someone did vote on that, but not on the poll. They voted on that in the comment section. That's the classic Reese's cup that we're all familiar with. And I remember growing up, when I would get them at the store, I would always think, why are there only 2 in here? It was always go so quick. It was such a treat when I would get candy, which is not very often, if ever, hardly. And I remember thinking, why is there only 2 in here? So the king size was always a big treat as well. Now they have like the giant family sharing size, and they have multiple inside of a package. But it's still, the classic one's only just 2 cups as well.
Interesting.
Our next one is, what is your go-to order at the Olive Garden? There's several things to order. The menu is massive, but we've got the most popular ones here. If you're wondering, the tour of Italy is a lasagna slice, chicken parm, and one other item that I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's manicotti.
I don't know.
Something like that. I saw the picture of it yesterday. And then there's the chicken parmigiana, which is a chicken parm. Spaghetti and meatballs, chicken Alfredo is the popular option. Over half the vote going to chicken Alfredo.
Their Alfredo was really good.
Yeah, I've definitely got to try it. I've never had their Alfredo.
Really?
Never have.
Oh, it's so good.
I would like a shrimp Alfredo. I should have just got that yesterday, actually. Shrimp scampi, always a good option as well. Love that shrimp scampi.
They also have like a steak and Alfredo. I've gotten that a couple times.
Oh yes, I've
not
tried their steak.
It's like a butter garlic steak.
Oh,
fire!
Interesting. That sounds
so
delicious. Spaghetti and meatballs a fan favorite usually as well. I don't like very much meat or food or like that kind of stuff, so I don't like meatballs. I don't like steak.
I don't like spaghetti.
You don't like spaghetti, the noodle?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I don't
didn't know
like
that.
spaghetti, like the concept of spaghetti.
The concept of spaghetti. That is pasta. Do explain. I'm trying to figure out what you mean by that.
We have to do a cut-in soon. No, I just don't like the meal of spaghetti and meatballs. Like even if it's like even if it's a different noodle than spaghetti, I don't like the.
So you don't like marinara?
No, I like marinara. I don't like spaghetti as a concept altogether.
Okay.
If that makes sense. But anyway, we have to do a cut-in on First Alert 7, so tune in to Wake Up West Texas Extra in like 10 minutes, and we can finish this conversation.
I guess so. All right, we'll see you then.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Morning, everyone. Time now is 7:56 on this Peak of the Week Wednesday. Good to have you with us here on First Alert 7. I'm Matthew Alvarez, along with meteorologist Sawyer McElroy. Sawyer, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. Happy Wednesday. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Conditions will be cooling down starting today as a cold front does pass through the area. Much cooler Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday as well, with rain and storm chances returning to the region, continuing into the rest of the week. Here's a look outside of the skies of Big Spring this morning, where we are hanging on to a great deal of cloud cover and quiet conditions. Temperature sitting at 60 degrees in Big Spring. Temperatures ranging anywhere from the 50s to the 70s, 62 in Midland, 64 here in Odessa. Winds anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day with a great deal of cloud cover, but otherwise quiet conditions. Temperatures through today are going to still warm nicely, anywhere from the 70s to the 90s. 84 for Midland and Odessa today, 84 for Monahans as well, 90 for Pecos, 88 for Fort Stockton, 98 for Presidio, and winds anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Strongest winds expected across those higher elevations. Looking at our severe weather outlook for today, we do have some rain and storm chances, especially this evening into tonight. Isolated strong severe storms will be possible for those areas in dark green, where large hail and strong winds will be the main threat with any severe storm. Non-severe thunderstorms possible for those areas in light green. Coming up tonight, mostly cloudy with the chance for some rain. Most will remain dry, though, as we head into our Thursday before those rain chances increase. Thursday and Friday, lows into the 50s, 60s, and even a few 70s. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast. Like I mentioned, much cooler temperatures on the way still as we head throughout the rest of the week, with those increasing rain chances on the way, especially for our Thursday and Friday coming up for the end of the work week.
Sawyer, thank you very much. We're going to be in tracking crime in Odessa, where a man was arrested for allegedly hitting a woman with a wooden stool. Police say they were called to a home on Bunch Avenue at about 3:30 in the morning on April 19th about a disturbance. When they got there, officers learned that Nathaniel Lujan and a woman got into a fight. During that fight, Lujan allegedly forced the woman's head into a wall and then dragged her outside. The affidavit says that Lujan then went back into the home and grabbed a wooden stool, hitting her on the head with it. Lujan is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. A 20-year-old man from McCamey has been found guilty of murder by a Midland County jury. Officials saying Cannon Peoples shot and killed an unarmed man in front of his front yard in McCamey back in November of 2023. Peoples was 17 years old at the time of the shooting and had an ongoing dispute with the victim. The cause and the case was moved to Midland County because of pretrial publicity in Upton County and a conflict of interest in the Upton County DA's office. He has been sentenced to 18 years in prison. We'll be back in another half an hour for another check of your news and weather in 30 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Keep it here on First Alert 7.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Morning, everyone. Good to have you with us on 8:02 on a Wednesday morning. It's not Tuesday.
No, it's the Peak of the Week Wednesday.
It's Peak of the Week, that's right.
We've been doing the Peak of the Week like so many times today. How did you forget that it's Wednesday?
I know. It's just not.
It's been one of
those. It feels like
weeks.
a Tuesday. I'll be honest with you.
It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
Monday,
really
Monday,
looking
Monday,
forward to the
Monday,
weekend.
Friday.
I hope so.
So we'll see how it goes over the next few days. How's your week been? Let us know how your week's been. We want to know if it's been great, it's been good, slow. Let us know. That rhymes. I love that. Take us with you also wherever you go. Download our app with you.
That rhymed too.
I'm going to keep going. I'm like a freestyle rap, right?
And the rap battle.
Yeah, the rap battle. We got to do that sometime.
Jacob.
You can watch us from 5 to 7 a.m. on Wake Up West Texas on your TV, and then tune in to Wake Up West Texas Extra from 7 to 9 every weekday morning on Facebook Live, YouTube, First Alert 7. Just like, subscribe, comment below, whatever the YouTubers say these days. And then watch us on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. We want you to watch us anywhere you go. And by the way, completely free of charge. West Texas weighs in. It's time to answer the trivia question of the last hour, which was, how much percent of DNA do we, humans, and orangutans share? The average right now is at 89% of the vote.
Are you okay,
Kind of
Matthew?
dust in
Do you
my
have to
nose from it.
sneeze?
And then,
Cold front.
yeah, it's the front coming in with dusty conditions outside out this morning. Let's find out what the answer is of how much DNA we actually share with orangutans.
Tis 97%. They are correct.
97. Look at that picture, too.
And look at our little monkey. Maybe. Oh, we zoomed in already. This is a Katie drawing. This is not a Carlos drawing.
Well, it looks great.
I love it.
Very nice.
97%. Oh, it says, I tried to draw Curious George. I was going to say, it definitely looks
I love
more
Curious
like
George. I was a big Curious George guy growing up.
I love that.
Well.
It's cute. Good job, Katie.
Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Let's get now to our next extra trivia of this hour, which is what spice was once worth more than gold by weight? Wait, I think I know this.
Wait,
I think I know this. So like worth, yeah, by ounce, like essentially an ounce of gold, an ounce of, I don't know, paprika.
Ooh.
I believe it is turmeric. Because it has all these anti-inflammatory properties. I want to say it's turmeric. By the way, if you ever have turmeric tea, fantastic. Very good. You know me, I'm a tea guy. I love turmeric tea. I have some at home. What's that? Oh, is it? Okay, maybe it's that, yes. Turmeric tea, that kind of, it's just very good. Has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties in it as well. So if you're maybe post-workout kind of thing. Not currently, no. Historically in the past. Which for me would be turmeric. I cannot
wanna
vote,
say
unfortunately.
paprika. I know it's not
Doesn't
up
seem to be
for some
working.
reason.
It's been glitchy today. But don't worry, you can comment below what you think the answer is. I'm going with turmeric. And I want to say I think I know that, but I don't at the same time.
I am going to say paprika.
That's a good one too, because they're both very old. Chili powder is great, by the way. That's okay, we don't have to get into that. I was going to say, do you love putting chili powder on corn? Great combo. Such a good combo.
Like street corn?
Sure, or really anything. Corn on the cob.
No, not conventionally.
Very, very good. Add it there. Adds a little bit of flavors next time you try it out. I think you'd enjoy it. And it's not too spicy.
Tis not working.
No, it's not. Okay. Well, comment below.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh.
No.
So we're going to test it out. You can go to firstlook7.com/vote, scan the QR code. There it is now. I'm putting in my turmeric answer. That's what I think it is. Belinda's going with turmeric as well. Let us know what you think. Black pepper's not a bad answer either. So Sawyer will let us know what the answer is coming up in a little less than an hour here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Yes.
Now to our poll questions of the morning. We want to know what you think. What is your favorite shape of the candy Reese's? You know, the Reese's cup. That's one option. Maybe tree Reese's, egg, Reese's Pieces. The tree Reese's is currently in the lead right now with half the vote. I'm definitely an egg/football Reese's guy. I love how much peanut butter is in those. They have good texture. You get more bang for your buck, in my opinion. My opinion, excuse me.
In your opinion.
In your opinion. But yeah, Sawyer is a Reese's Pieces kind of guy.
Yes, I am. If I have to have any like peanut butter Reese's type of thing, I do like Reese's Pieces.
Those are good.
I'm not a big fan of really any of them though. Hey, there's 3 people watching us on the YouTube.
All right.
4.
Fair. Shout out YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment below.
Yes, please comment. I'm here on our YouTube, so
That's great to see. We love to see it.
I'm looking.
Our next poll question this morning, I'm curious what it is. It is, and I quote, what is your go-to order at the Olive Garden?
Why do you keep saying the Olive Garden?
I don't know. I just sounds so right. It sounds
Like
so
the
fancy.
Ohio State University?
Or the Odessa High School.
I definitely am pretty sure it's just Odessa High School, but okay.
No, it's the Odessa High School.
Is it, Lauren?
Because Hector Limon, the principal, said we are no longer just Odessa High School. We are the Odessa High School. I was there 2 days ago. They are the Odessa High School.
Sure.
That's right.
It's like the Ohio State University.
Kind of like that, yeah. It kind of elevates you, feels good.
It's a little weird, but
Go
okay.
Big Red.
Start calling it the Lee High School.
Chicken Alfredo is definitely the most popular option on this menu here. Shrimp scampi, I love a shrimp scampi. Tour of Italy, chicken parmesan, spaghetti and meatballs. I like a spaghetti and meat sauce. I'm not a big meatball guy, nor chicken guy.
Okay. So we're coming back to this conversation.
Sure.
Talked about this 15 minutes ago.
Sure, trying to explain something.
I'm not a fan of spaghetti and meatballs. Never
Right.
have been. Lauren is judging me.
Right.
And I said earlier, I don't dislike spaghetti.
Okay.
I dislike the concept of spaghetti. And then they were staring at me like I was crazy.
That I don't get, yes.
We had a lot of spaghetti when I was younger growing up.
Easy for
because
parents.
it was a cheap meal. It
Yeah.
was quick. It was something that
Very
we ate
popular.
a lot. My mother does not like spaghetti noodles. So we did not have actual spaghetti a lot. We had like
Rigatoni.
or the spiral noodles. Are you okay? And we honestly didn't even have meatballs either. We would get like
Just the Prego sauce or
yeah,
something.
like the Prego sauce that had like some meat piece.
Meat sauce.
Or we would do just ground beef and throw ground beef in there. But we ate it a lot when I was a kid, and now I'm kind of like over it.
You're burned
as
out.
an adult, and so I just don't like it. I mean, I do love a good meatball.
I see what you're saying. Like, you enjoy it, but it's just like you're so burned out of
I don't
it.
enjoy it either. I mean, I never did, even when I was a kid.
Oh.
Like, I would eat it, but it wasn't like, I'd be like, we're having spaghetti again.
You're a complex person, Sawyer. You're
No,
a complex person.
and I'm going to put her on blast because I know she's watching. So my mother's the same way. Not with spaghetti, but she had a lot of meatloaf growing up.
Oh, I love meatloaf.
My
yes.
grandpa makes a pretty mean meatloaf, but also tuna
Oh, yes.
casserole.
Oh.
So she does not like them now.
Oh,
she's an adult.
so she's burned out.
Because she ate it a lot as a
Sure.
kid. And like there was no like trauma or anything associated with it, you know?
Right.
But it's like, yes, traumatic tuna. But it's just like an aversion, I guess, to it.
I feel that way about Sloppy Joes. We
I
grew up
love
eating
Sloppy
Joes.
Joes.
And I kind of like being burned out. I love Sloppy Joes, but I burned out from them.
I want a Sloppy Joe.
But I know what you mean. I mean, I don't order,
No.
like, you know, I didn't order spaghetti yesterday because it's just like I have it at home. You
Well,
know?
like even I was
I
gonna
don't
get
ever order spaghetti out.
Yeah, because it just seems like
Because I can make it at home.
it's like ordering chicken strips at a restaurant.
Well, like even like I chose chicken Alfredo because I love Alfredo. Always have, always will. Don't call her the director. Anyway, touche. But no, like even my dad makes a really good like grilled chicken Alfredo. Oh, is she watching?
She said yes. She agreed with what you said.
Girl, you're driving. Please don't comment. Anyway,
Yuck, Sloppy Joes. So she feels.
she does not like.
She does
Sloppy
not
Joes.
like Sloppy
That was
Joes.
not, as far as I know, something that they ate a lot growing up. But
Sure.
she's never liked them. Like I
had it too
love
much.
sloppy joes.
Ugh.
My great aunt makes a mean sloppy joe. We'd go see her over the
Did you
summer.
make it homemade? Mm-hmm. Really? I don't think I've
So
had a
good,
homemade. We always
so
just get the
good.
manwich.
No.
That would be cool.
She also makes really good what are they called? Hold on.
Can you describe it?
It's like the Rice Krispie treat bar with the peanut butter and the chocolate.
I'm not familiar. I'm sorry.
Hold on, it's coming to me.
You're not talking about lunch lady bars?
No.
Okay.
They have them in Minnesota and Wisconsin. I'm trying to think. No. Mom, if you're still on here, give me help, please.
Show comment below. We love talking about food. Have you ever noticed that? We can
Yes,
stay
and
on these questions forever.
And that's why we're completely starving after doing this.
That's right. We just talk about food the whole time.
Hold on.
Do you
What
like
is it?
Sloppy Joes? That's our next question.
Oh, I love sloppy joes.
I mean, they're good. I just say I'm so burned out on them. I don't think I could make
Even
them.
like when we
for
had
my
them for
kids.
lunch at school, I love sloppy joes. I love a good sloppy joe. And then we talked about this recently because it's in my mind. Sloppy joes always makes me think of Adam Sandler, his Lunch Lady Land skit, SNL from the 80s,
Oh.
where he talks about.
Scotcheroos.
Thank you, Scotcheroos.
Never heard of that. That sounds cool.
It's basically a Rice Krispie treat with like peanut butter.
Oh, that looks delicious.
I don't like peanut butter. No, but it's more chocolate than peanut butter. And then the Rice Krispie treat.
That looks amazing.
So like the peanut butter's like mixed into the chocolate, and then the chocolate like settles on top.
Guess what I'm
Fire.
making soon?
Here, show
Scotcheroo.
Here, I'll do it.
Oh, with butterscotch. Makes sense. Butterscotch chips. Okay.
Roo.
Belinda says, yes, I do. She likes some Sloppy Joes.
They're so good. I love Scotch.
That looks amazing, actually. They kind of resemble a lunch lady bar, if you know what I'm talking about, the peanut butter and chocolate kind of combo.
They're so good.
I got those at Fat Jack's Bakery the other day. Very good, by the way. Our next poll question this morning, we want to know what you think. Who do you think out of us has the most clutter on their computer, including tabs, windows, games, etc.? We have no one on the board except for Lauren Munt. Congratulations to Lauren on the most clutter of your computer. I wish we would have got a screenshot. We can't do that, but it would be so funny to
we
see your
could.
tabs just stacked up. We can't do that for privacy laws and things like that.
Oh yeah, we can't do that
No,
actually.
it's not against policy. So,
Yeah.
Like
but
blur out every single tab. And you
we could, yeah, just show the bumps.
Well, that's like I can show you. Well, maybe I can't. On my phone, I'm not going to show the camera, but I have 496 tabs on my phone.
On your
Lauren,
phone.
look at that.
That is why your phone.
You are
How is your battery
truly
life?
winning this competition.
It's dying right now because I didn't charge it last night.
You don't ever hit the button where it says close all tabs and groups in the bottom left?
No, because I need them.
For what?
All of them.
So is it more of a thing where you feel like you're going to come back to it
Yes.
and you never do?
So I feel like.
like.
Yes,
I
that's
was gonna
exactly
say,
what I was
so
getting at.
earlier I mentioned that I have OCD and mine are like set up in a specific order.
Sure.
I have to have, X amount of tabs. Like if I have to open one.
Flippers from when we went to this week. That one I can close.
Okay. Anyway, and I feel like she's OCD in the way that she
Thinks
doesn't
she's gonna
delete
come
them
back to
because she
things.
thinks she's going to need it
Sure, it's a
eventually.
different
Yeah,
version.
because then I gotta find it again.
Or you could just search one more time.
Google's a thing,
Why
Lauren.
would I do that when it's right there?
Do you close tasks all the time?
Oh, like these?
Yeah, where you swipe away and get rid of them? That's a negative. Okay. Oh my
Holy
goodness
cow.
gracious.
Do you want to see how many I have?
I have none. I never have any
I have one and it's Google Chrome.
Chrome. Yeah, I would say I always swipe them away immediately. Again, the
But we've also talked about
RAM is not Lauren's friend, let me just say.
We've
On
also
her
talked
phone,
about-
computer.
our phone messages though too, because I have 4 or
That's
5,
weird.
6
That is a little unusual.
text conversations.
Yes.
All of the rest of them are
I don't
gone.
like that because I have texts from like 15 years ago.
No, same. I could go
That's
back and
crazy.
Because I feel like I will need them at one point. I have needed them. I don't think, my dad does the same thing. My grandpa does the same thing.
Well, then
Save their
that's
contacts.
bad.
Oh,
You
that,
need to
I
save-
definitely do that.
Oh, I
To be
got
able
jump
to
scared
go
by
look
us
through our
on the.
messages to see who it is.
Okay, I don't have that problem. But no, I just always, I have infinite storage, so it's like, why not? That doesn't affect your RAM.
Those are my messages.
But I definitely don't delete, you don't delete calls, you? In
No.
your recent, you do?
No.
Oh,
Let me see. Hold on. I've been better about it lately, but
that's
even
so
then,
unusual.
hold on.
So you don't like having things in folders?
No,
Okay.
I've been better about it
Well, that's
because
okay.
it deletes my like FaceTimes, and I like to FaceTime people. So it's definitely been like past.
So if there's ever...
Like I have phone calls from like, okay, December 5th is the first phone call
Okay,
that I
that's
have
not
in
bad.
here.
There you go.
So it's been what, almost 5
5
months.
months, yeah.
So I've been doing better with that. But
Well,
yes,
there we
my
go.
text messages I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 of them are because I'm getting a prescription soon, and so it's telling me like, oh, this is when
This
I'll be
is
ready.
all ready.
And the other one is also like an automated text that I kept for some reason.
Goodness gracious. Well, there you go. You're not the only person, though, I know who does that. So that's not the most uncommon
I've always
thing in the
been like
world.
that. Even like Snapchat. My Snapchat has like 5 conversations in it.
Wow.
Delete those?
I even delete our group chats.
Her emails,
Yeah.
things like that. She's very on top of it for sure. All right. Well, thanks for joining us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We're going to come back with a look in today in weather history and plus some stories we want to talk about as well. Coming up next on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Good to have you with us. 8:22 on a Wednesday morning. We're about 3 minutes out or so from a Wake Up West Texas News and Weather update. In the meantime, though, we're talking about a very special story. This one coming from Midland ISD, where it's something different is happening with the school board. They decided to go and withdraw a contract between them and Idea Travis for what they're calling non-performance. In fact, the board saying they received 3 consecutive years of D averages for the school since it first opened in 2019.
First Alert 7 Sierra Burnett was at the board meeting yesterday and has more details on the district's plan moving forward.
That unanimous vote to terminate the contract with Idea Travis, which is right here behind me, leaves 227 students that are zoned to this campus to find a new elementary school for the 2026-27 school year. At today's board meeting, Midland ISD Superintendent Dr. Stephanie Howard created a new short-term plan for those students who plan to enroll in MISD next year to choose between Lone Star Trails or General Tommy Franks Elementary School. According to the board, they say that Idea is now threatening to sue Midland taxpayers due to their decision. The board meeting started promptly at 5 o'clock, then immediately went into a closed session after no public comments were made. Superintendent Dr. Stephanie Howard was motioned at last week's special board meeting to create a solution for students currently attending Idea Travis. Trustees spent over an hour discussing their solutions in a closed session, with the public session beginning just after 6:30. According to the board, Idea Travis stated they are likely to fail Midland students for a 4th consecutive year. The alternative options for those choosing to enroll in Midland ISD elementary schools are Lone Star Trails and General Tommy Franks Elementary. Lone Star Trails Elementary is projected to be a high C or low B campus next year, according to Dr. Howard, and for General Tommy Franks Elementary, they are projected to be a B campus next year. The board voted unanimously to approve Dr. Howard's solution for the 2026-2027 school year. According to Dr. Howard, the next steps are communication, staffing allocations, building maintenance plan, and school action process. Idea Travis' last day of school is Thursday, May 21st, with Midland ISD's partnership to conclude on June 1st. Reporting in Midland for First Alert 7 News, I'm Sierra Burnett.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas News and Weather Update.
We're here one time now is 8:25 on this Peak of the Week Wednesday. Good to have you with us. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McElroy. Sawyer, how's it looking today?
Yeah, we do have a cold front passing through the area, starting to cool things down. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Those temperatures will continue to cool coming up Thursday and Friday, with rain and storm chances returning to the region as well, continuing throughout the next few days. Conditions drying out and temperatures warming up next week. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Big Spring, where it is rather gloomy as we start off the day. Temperature sitting at 60 degrees currently in Big Spring, 62 in Midland, 64 here in Odessa. Temperatures ranging anywhere from the 50s to the upper 70s. Rio Grande Village sitting at 79 currently. Those winds anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour, and we are starting off the day with quiet conditions but hanging on to a great deal of cloud cover. Temperatures as we head through the day are going to warm up nicely still, even with the passage of that front, with highs ranging anywhere from the 70s to the upper 90s. 84 for Midland and Odessa, 90 for Pecos, 88 for Fort Stockton, 98 for Presidio, and winds anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Strongest winds expected across those higher elevations under mostly cloudy skies. We do have some slight rain chances later today, especially through this evening and into tonight, where isolated strong to severe storms will be possible for those areas in dark green. Some severe thunderstorms possible for those areas in light green. Coming up tonight, those rain chances do continue under mostly cloudy skies. Lows into the 50s, 60s, and even a few 70s. 60 for Midland and Odessa overnight, heading into our Thursday. Here's a look at that First Alert 7-10-day forecast, where we are going to see those rain and storm chances increasing Thursday and Friday, with those temperatures decreasing. By Friday, looking at temperatures in the upper 50s, about 25 degrees below where we should be for this time of year, before those temperatures recover slightly heading into next week.
Sawyer, thank you very much. We'll begin tracking crime in Odessa, where police say they are investigating assault allegations involving one of their police officers. Here's what we know. Late Monday night, a woman reported criminal information about an Odessa police officer. The information shared involved family violence that happened in late December of last year. Officials say a criminal investigation was opened, and it was determined there was probable cause for an arrest warrant. Bandy Blackman was arrested on a charge of assault causing bodily injury, family violence, and taken to the XTRA County Jail. Police say Blackman has been placed on administrative leave without pay until the outcome of both the criminal and internal investigations are complete. In education news, UT Permian Basin launching a new track in its computer science master's program next year, focused entirely on artificial intelligence. The program aims to prepare students for AI-driven careers in a rapidly evolving tech landscape. And while AI use in schools is often controversial and shunned, those behind the program said their approach focuses on teaching students the right way to use AI.
Teaching AI comes with a three-pronged approach. One is not just to tell them how to use it technically. It also teach them how to use ethically, morally, and how can we take advantage of the AI to gain more knowledge. Instead of AI taking us advantage, why don't we take AI advantage for us?
According to UT Permian Basin, as AI evolves, the AI curriculum will evolve with it, meaning students won't miss a beat after they graduate and go into a field of their choice. The program will make its debut later on in the fall semester of this year. For the latest news, log on anytime to our website, that is firstalert7.com. We also invite you to join us over on Wake Up West Texas Extra, streaming live right now on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our mobile news app, but also on firstalert7.com. Again, we'll see you right back here in half an hour for another check of your news and weather on this peak of the week Wednesday morning. Until then, make it a great day.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Good morning, everyone. Time now is 8:32 on this Peak of the Week Wednesday morning. We're continuing on with Wake Up West Texas Extra this morning as we discuss watching your wallet. More consumers now, like we just talked about at UTPB, are using artificial intelligence or AI as a secret weapon to save money, though, when negotiating a price.
In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Rachel DePompa finds out how people are doing it.
A lot more people are starting to use AI to level the playing field when it comes to negotiating a price. Whether it's your rent or salary, haggling over car prices, and even subscription fees. We caught up with Alvarez, managing partner of Shapiro Negotiations Institute. He says AI is a great tool to help you research and be prepared.
You can ask, hey, I'm looking for this job or this type of home in this area, and what are all the comparables? And it can do a lot of the research for you. So that's the good, but it's important to have the one caveat, which is you got to check its work. So we're still at a place where there's a few hallucinations. So you don't want to anchor your entire negotiation just on one precedent that AI spit out without you checking that source.
He says AI is best for brainstorming. Your questions could be, what are 5 different ways I could frame this? Or how would I write an email? Give me 2 or 3 different options. It could also help you come up with the negotiables.
Let's say you're negotiating a salary or compensation for your job. Well, oftentimes we're thinking only about the salary component, and we're not thinking about the paid time off, remote work, title, what expenses are covered, parking spots, it could be anything, right? And so how much 401k matching, all of these things. And so if you kind of have it give you a brainstorming list of things you can negotiate, sometimes you'll find some things you hadn't thought about.
He says you can even practice coming up with answers to pushback you might receive, or it can help you recognize delay tactics. Alvarez says AI doesn't replace negotiations, it just strengthens your skills. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
All right, I have to say this morning, not looking too bad whatsoever in the way of the forecast outside. There's a lot of change coming up as well as we continue on through the rest of our day. But also back to artificial intelligence, UT Permian Basin is launching a new AI track in its computer science master's program this fall.
First Alert 7's Luke Johnson tells us how it's designed to meet the growing workforce demands in AI and machine learning as well.
Combining computer science fundamentals with hands-on learning, it's a step in the right direction to prepare students in their career paths, as well as break the stigma of AI in education.
When AI was evolving, I was against using of it because just thinking that it would reduce my creativity. But eventually I realized AI is just to increase the productivity of the people when used in a good way. I mean, when you're honest to it for the use, it's going to increase your productivity.
University leaders say adding AI into the curriculum goes far beyond just hammering out the technical skills.
Teaching AI comes with a 3-pronged approach. One is not just to tell them how to use it technically. It also teach them how to use ethically, morally, and how can we take advantage of the AI to gain more knowledge. Instead of AI taking us advantage, why don't we take AI advantage for us?
AI is already being used across multiple fields at UTPB, from graphic design students creating 3D models to helping comp sci students understand complex coding lines. Yadav says it's time to stop fighting AI.
Rather than creating kind of rivalry with the AI, it's better we adapt to it, learn the proper ethical use of it, and we just move with the flow. And we could just look positive ways to get the best out of it.
The AI track launches this fall, with university leaders saying the curriculum will evolve as the technology does. Reporting in Odessa, Luke Johnson, First Alert 7 News.
Pretty cool to see artificial intelligence kind of working its way into the school system, because it's a fact of life that it's going to be here, it's here, and it's only continuing to get more complex and complicated and weaved into society in different ways. And so getting ahead of the curve, I hear from so many billionaires on videos on YouTube and things like that, that if you want to get ahead and make a lot of money early on, it's going to be learning AI. It's kind of like the next big thing, the next revolutionary technology. for whether we like it or not, it's here and it's going to stay.
I guess I won't ever be making money because I'm not a fan of AI.
Yes,
at all.
And a lot of people aren't, for different ethical reasons. But it does have its place in society at some point. It's just keeping it managed and possibly regulated at some point as well. Kind of curious to see how the government works that up as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned it in your intro, but it is interesting that like a college is kind of going all in on this because AI is banned from college. You can't use AI for
You can't use AI to cheat.
Well, yeah, I would say for your assignments, you can't use it on like quizzes and stuff like that. You can't use it to write papers. So it is interesting that.
And even some of the courses I've taken, we've been assigned to use AI to define terms, saying what does it tell you, and kind of things like that. So it's starting to get weaved in to a lot of curriculum for sure that I've already seen myself.
Interesting.
So definitely interesting take for sure. Let us know what you think in the comments below. We're going to come back in just a few more minutes here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. A few stories we want to discuss with you, but also checking in on that extra trivia as well as we get closer to the top of the hour. Stay with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Extra, good morning, 8:41 on this Peak of the Week Wednesday morning. Glad to have you here with us this morning. Glad to have you here with us. Check out our West Texas Weighs In poll and trivia of the hour. Let's take a look at what it is. What spice was once worth more than gold by weight? So at one time, not currently. Black pepper, turmeric, salt, paprika, cumin, or chili powder. Cumin's a good one too.
I was thinking that. I ended up going with paprika.
Cumin's good.
But I was thinking of that. Ow, my nose.
Turmeric's good for its anti-inflammatory properties. Paprika as well. They're both split right now. Salt and pepper, I mean, they're the go-tos. They're the ones who, the base of all.
The OGs.
The OGs, if you will. That's right. So I'm going to go with turmeric, Sawyer with paprika. Why? I don't have a particular reason why. I'm just kind of spitballing
I mean,
here.
you thought, because of the
I thought I would kind of remember
the
it too.
healing properties, but the anti-inflammatory
Healing properties, yeah. It's good in tea.
Helps for your gut.
Gut health, exactly. It absolutely does. You're right about that too.
So we'll have to see coming up in 15-ish minutes or so here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We'll have that answer. Make sure to go to firstalert7.com/vote, put in your answer or comment below on Facebook or even YouTube. We have a couple of YouTube viewers this morning. I'm monitoring those comments.
Like, subscribe, comment below, like the YouTubers say. I'm Mark Rober. I love that. What, is that random?
I didn't know who that was.
I don't.
Mark Rober?
Do you know who it is?
No.
Y'all don't know who Mark Rober is?
No.
One of the biggest YouTubers on the planet? Not Mr. Beast. You all know Mr. Beast. Okay. He's not that, but he's pretty darn close. Mark Rober is awesome. I invite you to look at his channel. It's wonderful.
I mean, apparently
he's a former NASA
I was gonna say,
engineer.
apparently he's actually like a decent guy.
He is a decent guy, I will say.
Not a decent.
We just did a random story where
came
Mark
out
Rober's
weird.
program did the Code Ninjas in Midland. He's doing a show.
Oh.
That's the one with the Netflix show coming
Katie,
up soon.
you would know that because you went to that. But anyway.
Yeah, Katie definitely knows. You're a producer.
Interesting. Huh.
Check out Mark Rober. He's an engineer, scientist. Great mindfulness in a lot of his videos and thoughtfulness. So, a very fascinating show. No, I only watch constructive and educational YouTubers.
That is
You don't
why.
watch Mr. Beast?
A long time ago I did.
I love Mr. Beast.
Probably at least 10 years ago I was watching Mr. Beast. At least 10 years ago.
I'm not a big
when I was a teenager.
YouTube person, quite honestly. You know,
I am.
well.
I watch 80 plus hours a week of YouTube.
Well, because you have like YouTube TV, so of course you're going to be on the.
Not separate from YouTube TV.
TV is
Different.
YouTube TV is just like basically cable.
No, but you're on a YouTube. Okay.
No, it
anyway.
doesn't count.
It's
I
totally
watch
separate.
YouTubers when they're on TikTok. Like I watch them later when they show up on TikTok.
I don't watch. No, I don't even have TikTok. But yes, yeah, YouTube. It's good stuff. You can learn a lot for sure. I watch a lot of news there as well. News bloopers. Jacob Brandenburg appeared on one a few weeks ago.
He actually just posted.
He posted it because it was a year ago yesterday.
No, not that one. He was on a completely different one. That's a random channel pulled from him. One of the big news blooper channels on YouTube. It says Jacob Brandenburg thought this was hilarious. Blah blah. I guess I never told anybody. Anyways, I would show it, but I don't want to get copyright stricken, so I'll show Jacob today. Take us with you wherever you go. Download our app. Oh, actually, we have other polls.
What are you doing?
I just started reading the prompter. Everyone step back.
Hold
Okay,
your
good.
horses.
Hold your horses there.
Yes.
Sawyer, what is your favorite shape of Reese's candy?
Technically, none of them. I did choose
Right, you're not a
Reese's
big
Pieces
peanut butter
though
person,
because I
yeah.
like a good M&M, and that's just an M&M filled with peanut butter.
Belinda says, no, don't him. You're talking about Mr. Beast, I bet.
Probably don't know him. Yeah.
Oh, no, don't know him.
Yeah.
Check him out, Mark Rober. I thought you meant don't like Mr. Beast. It depends. Nowadays, his content's changing. He's the biggest YouTuber on earth. So, pretty interesting.
I don't like people who like clout, and
Who's the biggest YouTuber on earth?
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast definitely likes clout.
Yeah, but his videos are so good.
They're interesting. He gives a lot of money, but I don't know. Things are changing for sure nowadays, for sure. My favorite Reese's shape is an egg or football. Anything with a large amount of peanut butter. I do enjoy the taste of their peanut butter for sure. So let us know what you think. Comment below. Belinda, I'm glad you're here with us still, by the way.
Yes,
really
thank
good
you.
to have you with us this morning. Let's go to now the go-to order you have at Olive Garden. Chicken Alfredo, spaghetti and meatballs, tour of Italy, chicken parm, shrimp scampi, or other. Let us know.
Chicken Alfredo.
Love a chicken Alfredo. Well, I like a shrimp Alfredo, I should say. Belinda says, yes, I don't know him. Sorry, didn't have glasses. No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure. She does not know Mark Rober. Check him out. I'm not a marketing guy or anything for him, but it's
Matthew.
good stuff. It's good stuff for sure. Next one here. Who do you think has the most
you're on the
clutter
board
on their
now.
computer? Matthew.
Clear your tabs, Matthew.
I definitely have a lot on them, so you're not off your rocker or anything, but I have to say I think that's okay.
I chose you at first, and then I was like, it's definitely.
You realize it's more like organization.
I mean, you do have a lot.
I do,
but it is all necessary. If that makes
it
sense.
is. There's nothing on there that's not part of my day.
Yeah.
For sure. So you're right about that.
He
all
also
my
does
favorites.
have 3 screens because he's weird too.
4 technically now.
4 now. So.
I have max efficiency. If I can be faster and better at what I do, I'm going to do it.
Yes.
And that is have a screen for this tab, have a screen for that tab, have a screen for this program. and a monitoring screen for XTRA and other things as well.
Easy.
So yeah, I have a lot going on for sure on my desk. Everybody walks by my desk, looks like a spaceship. So it's quite interesting there. I've been at that desk for, gosh, like 8 years now.
Jeez.
7, 8 years.
You've moved in fully.
I have. At my old desk, I miss my old desk sometimes. It was out of the way, less prominent in the newsroom. But, that was years ago. Thank you very much for voting with us here this morning. In about 10 minutes or so, Sawyer will let us know what the answer to our trivia question is, which, if you'll remember, was what spice was once worth more than weight in gold. So let us know what you think. Again, download our app. Take us with you wherever you go. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, but also, again, take us with you on your connected TV phone or tablet. Let's go back to that orangutan question from the last hour with how much DNA we share. 97% of us share DNA. 97% of our DNA is shared with orangutans.
Yes. All of us share.
Pretty incredible, isn't it? And I think it shows in this video here how smart they are. Conservationists are celebrating this Sumatran orangutan crossing a bridge in Indonesia. But why exactly? Well, the road is below. A new road has been built under that bridge, and it ended up splitting up the orangutan community completely in half.
That's so sad.
Officials got worried that the endangered apes would not survive if the two groups continued to be separated. But this recent crossing, caught on video, offers some optimism that the apes will reconnect again. That's wonderful. A perseverance at its finest there, even among the Sumatran orangutans.
I wish I could skip traffic by crossing a bridge.
Crossing a bridge? Would you cross a rope like this?
An orangutan bridge?
Maybe not an orangutan bridge, but even like this concept, if it was like a wider bridge at the bottom and you had to still hang.
Lubbock has several of them. That was very cool to see. Several pedestrian bridges over their major highways.
Yeah, in Denver they do.
It's so cool.
Over the interstate, I-25, 5-lane highway each way. And there's pedestrian bridges because there's a lot of public transportation there. And,
sure.
Well, decent public transportation. It's not a lot, but it's better than.
It's okay.
Yeah. And so a lot of them have the pedestrian bridges because you'll park at, whatever the parking lot, but the station for the train
is across
the interstate. And so you have to cross those. I never really.
There's not a good example to use it here. We just don't have that much demand for that here.
I was going to say, I never really went over.
I'm thinking of one spot that I would put one, and I'm talking one for now. Maybe in the future when the zoo opens, because it would go good there, is Loop 250 to HEB right there, crossing through that Chick-fil-A around there. There's so many people through there that I think a pedestrian bridge could go there right when you're coming into the Midland, where the HEB, the Sam's Club, across the way is the Chick-fil-A on the caddy corner from the Loop.
I don't know how that would work, though.
It wouldn't work very easy. I'm thinking maybe even Costco across 191 to the new Sewell dealership.
I would maybe several across Loop 250 in Midland.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Loop 250 splits up people's commutes.
Like on Midland Drive in Loop 250.
Sure,
there's,
where the mall.
Or where the mall is in Market Street, or where.
That's true.
There are several.
Midland has more good spots than Odessa does for sure.
I would put one over 42nd.
Sure, through the mall. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, through the mall to the park.
That's a good idea. We'll get on that. Calling Cal Hendrick.
If Mom's in the mall, we'll just go say hi.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway.
Goodness. All right, well, look at this. A 70-foot-long steel fire-breathing dragon now sits in the front of the newly built Delshire Resort in Wisconsin Dells. The structure is being called the world's largest steel-fabricated dragon. That gigantic piece weighs more than 22,000 pounds and has been shipped from Las Vegas by 3 large trucks. Yesterday, crews were in the final stages of putting the dragon together. The sculptor said he spent 20 months building the creature, and his work definitely showing off here in the amount of intricacy and detail and each scale of this dragon. I mean, look how big it is as well. Absolutely incredible. The wingspan, it definitely is something to catch your eye off the side of a highway for sure. It's a good way to get some marketing out there. But is now officially the world's largest steel dragon now at this resort in genuinely the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. Pretty cool.
I was just looking at their website.
It looks very cool.
There's a lot of different, there's waterfront, but waterfront as in lakeside. There's the resorts. There's
that part of the country looks beautiful.
Condos.
Just beautiful.
There's pet friendly. There's camping and cottages.
Yes.
And stuff
maybe the middle of nowhere is not a good adjective.
I was just say it's not really.
It's not the middle of nowhere, but as in away from big cities, more of what I mean.
Say it's not anywhere near.
It's north of Madison, but that's still very far away.
So, but yeah, it's a big water park resort thing. That's what I really know it for. A lot of people.
So you've been to Wisconsin Dells?
No.
Oh, okay. You've heard of it though.
Oh, sorry. I just adjusted my mic. A lot of people, when I lived in Minnesota, would go to the Dells over the summer.
Interesting. Okay.
And
Great.
go out there to the water park and I think there might be an amusement park as well, but it's definitely more known for its water park.
Oh, they have a Kalahari. That's crazy. Okay, we have one in Austin. It's okay. So this is like a resort town.
Yes.
Okay. So there's stuff to do here.
Yeah,
this is
there's
a
a lot of
major.
stuff to do.
Okay, that's very cool. Very, very cool. Certainly not the middle of nowhere. Then certainly a lot to do, but far away from a major city. You probably can't fly in there, but you can definitely make a road trip there.
No.
Probably fly into like Madison and then
Yeah,
drive up. Okay.
drive.
Pretty cool. Very interesting there. Now a dragon in the front of this resort there. Pretty neat indeed.
I love that.
We're less than 3 minutes out from a First Alert 7 news and weather update. We're going to come back in just a few minutes with the latest on your forecast, which is looking quite interesting for sure in the way of temperatures and rainfall, but also some of your news headlines as well. And then Sawyer will have the answer to our trivia question as well here in just a minute here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Time now is 8:55. Good morning to you. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McElroy for a check of the forecast. Sawyer, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. Happy Wednesday. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Temperatures will be cooling down as we head throughout today and through the next few days as well, with rain and storm chances returning to the region, especially picking up as we head into our Thursday and Friday. Conditions drying out and temperatures warming up next week. Here's a live look outside over the skies of Fort Stockton this morning, where it does look rather gloomy. Definitely looks a little bit rainy out there, but it's not actively raining anywhere across the region this morning. Temperatures currently ranging from the 50s to the 70s. 62 in Midland, 64 here in Odessa. A little bit cooler across the northern Permian Basin and southeast New Mexico, where those temperatures are in the 50s. Winds anywhere from being calm to about 20 miles per hour. And actually, we do have a little bit of a cell off to the east of Midland right now that has popped up. But here's a look at our hourly temperatures as we do head through the day. Going to remain cooler for some, but warmer for others. Highs ranging anywhere from the 70s to the upper 90s. 84 for Midland and Odessa today, 90 for Pecos. 88 for Fort Stockton, 98 for Presidio, and those winds throughout today anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour, with the strongest winds expected across those higher elevations. We do have the threat for some isolated strong severe storms for those areas highlighted in dark green, where large hail, strong winds will be the main threats with any severe storm that does form. The biggest threat for severe weather is east of our area today, and sub-severe storms looking possible for those areas in light green. Coming up tonight, those rain chances increase slightly, especially for those eastern portions of the region. Under mostly cloudy skies, lows into the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Here's a look at that First Alert 7-10 day forecast, where we are going to see temperatures much cooler, especially by Friday, with highs only into the upper 50s.
Sawyer, thank you very much. Let's begin tracking crime in Midland, where police are needing your help in identifying a suspect involved in an attempted burglary. It happened on April 17th at West Nobles Avenue. Police say 2 men broke a window and set off the alarm of a business. They then came back later and set the alarm off again. Police believe they were trying to steal guns from there. One of the suspects has possibly been identified, but police are looking for the other suspect that you're seeing right now. Again, if you know anything about this incident, you're asked to reach out to Midland Crime Stoppers at 694-8477. Your first alert now out of the Texas Restaurant Association, who stopped in Odessa yesterday for its Permian Basin tour, hosting a town hall meeting for restaurants and food truck operators. The meeting at Odessa College included State Representative Brooks Landgraf and Odessa City Councilman at Large Craig Stoker. A key topic was House Bill 2844. The Food Truck Freedom Bill takes effect July 1st and creates a single statewide health permit for mobile food vendors. That also means current local permits, even if they're still valid, will not count after July 1st. State health officials are also required to have new rules in place by May 1st.
So my concerns with the rules, the bill itself that we passed in the legislature does not have a fee set. It's just supposed to be a reasonable fee that covers the costs. DSHS has basically come out with fees that are unreasonable in my opinion, and kind of defeat the purpose of having a streamlined economically viable process for the mobile food vendors.
Landgraf says that he's open to a fix that would let cities and counties keep local permits for food vendors who will operate only in one jurisdiction. He's also asking food truck operators to keep sharing feedback so lawmakers can adjust the law if needed. For the latest news, log on anytime to firstalert7.com. We also invite you, of course, to download the First Alert 7 mobile news and weather apps free in the Apple App Store and Google Play. A reminder to also tune in to First Alert 7 News at noon a little bit later with Jacob Brandenburg and meteorologist Sawyer McElroy. Until then, make it a great Wednesday. Extra trivia. What spice was once worth more than the weight of gold? The answer is
Black pepper.
You're kidding. Black pepper.
Oh, cute. It's pepper from
Oh, I love that.
Blue's Clues.
From Blue's Clues. All right. Well, thanks for streaming with us.